mycelium looks good. Toni-Lee, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be growing some lion's mane mushrooms, and this is actually the company that I work for and with, North Spore. We make mushroom kits and send them out to people so that they can grow mushrooms in their home and become their own mushroom farmers. It's really awesome. I absolutely love working for North Spore. It's really great, and I love learning about mushrooms because I'm 24, so I'm very new to this, and I feel like this is just like a growing, you know, kingdom of fungi that's literally just starting. The scientific name for lion's mane, I have a really bad time pronouncing things, but I'm gonna try, is Hericium aeruginosus. Just fun scientific name. Hericium is it's a Latin name, obviously, but I'm pretty sure it means like hedgehog, and that's funny because lion's mane actually don't have gills. They have teeth that helps them release their spores when it's time for them to spread the spore and reproduce and make more mushrooms. This is what we're starting with. You'll just need a pair of scissors to really open your kit. It comes all nice and packaged, which is super fun, but I just usually just like rip the top off because it's not important for growing the mushrooms. And inside, you'll just find a little QR code that you can scan. The first step, activating your kit. Inside is a sawdust block that's been completely colonized by mushroom mycelium. You want to open the front here, and so we'll do that. And then we're going to slice an X, and we're going to spray it. And it is as simple as that. I also want to let you all know that I've had this kit for 2 months, and I've just been letting it sit. So if you order a kit and you're like, I don't really want to start growing it, it's okay. You don't need to. You can put it in your fridge or keep it in a really cool, dark environment, and your mycelium should stay, not produce mushroom, because that's the difference. Like, mycelium is the underneath part, so if you were comparing it to like a tree, it would be the roots of the tree is the mycelium of the mushroom. Mushroom is actually the fruiting body, so I guess it technically wouldn't be more so like a tree, but yet like an apple tree producing an apple, which is really awesome. I think it's really cool. Mushrooms are a lot like humans in the fact that, sometimes you go really hard, that they like oxygen and so you need that to live. So I just did a little slice cut there, and I'm just gonna go along. I don't really care about this piece because I'm gonna grow that, and it is literally going to come out of the box. It's going to be so epic. Oh wow, that mycelium looks good. Wow, that is what we want. That looks so good. Can you see it? If you ever notice some liquid in like your kit, it's usually called exodite, and it's literally just like, you know, like sweat. So fine, the mushrooms, they love it. And if you do notice some darker appearances, I don't know if I'll try and zoom in some more. That's just grain that is getting eaten by mycelium. It's really awesome. I am so excited to cut this bad boy. Growing mushrooms is all experimental, okay? Every time you grow, you might not get anything. You might get the biggest flush that you've ever seen in your whole life. But that's what's so fun about it, is it's just for fun, and you can eat the results of anything. I'm just gonna go ahead, make a cut. It's okay if you get some of the mycelium. And I'm just gonna actually like cut it. And yeah, okay, so we have our X here. We are growing mushrooms. This is epic. I love it. And what we want to do is fill up our little dial with some water. Now, lion's mane is a really, really hardy mushroom to grow. This and blue oyster grow no matter what. I shouldn't say that. I mean, really though, they will kind of grow no matter what. So it's best to keep them really, like, it's recommended on the kitchen counter out of direct sunlight. It is important to know that mushrooms do like light. A lot of people think like, oh, mushrooms don't like light. Mycelium doesn't like light. But mushrooms in the fruiting body, it really needs light. That's like how it can help provide a lot of nutrients and vitamins to humans. And so that's one of the big things. Mushrooms are huge, have so much vitamin D that really, like, you should be eating mushrooms every day if you don't go outside every day for 15 minutes, which you should start doing, and exposing your beautiful skin to the sun, because you're a light being, and that's the only way you're gonna really truly energize yourself, is going outside and getting energized by the one thing that produces light, and that's the sun. But lion's mane, so good. Also has a lot of B complex vitamins, that being B12, you know, B2. It's super duper important to be eating mushrooms every single day, as well as they're good for, you know, immune health. Lion's mane particularly. We're gonna go ahead and spray our kit. So you want to really make sure you spray it. Like, don't just, you know, kind of do like that. You don't want that. You really want to get in there, you know? Like, maybe open a flap or two. Keep it in a very humid environment. And if you really make sure that you're spraying it every day, maybe even with the lion's mane, give it an extra spray, because really there isn't anything that's too much humidity when it comes to these guys. There is obviously moderation with everything. Don't take me too literally. This is the beginning of our lion's mane kit. It's as simple as that. Seriously, open, like, that's it. That's all you do. And you sit and watch it. It's important to keep it next to your sink here. One really great reason is because if you do forget to mist it, and lion's mane especially, like I was saying, every time you turn your water on, whether or not you know it, you're splashing water up. And like, when you're washing your hands, I don't want to talk while I'm like doing this, but it will, like, water just flows, gets caught in the air. So yeah, like that was kind of excessive, but you get the drift. You can really just do anything with lion's mane. I think it's like one of the best mushrooms to cook with when it comes to the culinary mushrooms. Hey there. I want to say we're on day 3 growing mushrooms. Not much is happening. I won't lie. Like, maybe it honestly just looks like there's more mycelium that's starting to cover the block. I'm spraying it, honestly, like, I'm giving it like 5 to 6 squirts of the squirter, just so like you actually know how much I'm doing. But yeah, overall, this block is looking pretty dang great. I wanted to start pinning soon so that then we can have some freaking mushrooms. You should really buy a kit and try and grow some mushrooms yourself and eat them, because they're yummy and nutritious. Alright, we're coming in for the second spray of the day today. This is day, when did I start this? I think this is day 4 on the lion's mane kit, opening it. I think we're getting some pens, honestly. If you look, come look really close. It's like in there, you can kind of see that it's like starting to pen a little, like very so slightly right there. So I'm gonna bet that we're gonna have some mushrooms that are growing here. It kind of looks like down here also has some pens starting. And like literally it's so small, you can't tell if you have no idea what you're looking at. You'll just be like, it looks the same. But I'm going to spray it more, because lion's mane likes to be humid, and the best way to get more humidity is to just spray it more. So like I said, I was spraying it once a day, but I'm gonna start spraying it twice a day. And maybe just mist it around, you know, make the air around it. But yeah, we're gonna have some mushrooms too. They're leaking. growing so fast. We're literally just later into the afternoon, like, and these baddies are coming in so strong. I'm so freaking excited. Look at them over there. They are looking so good. Like, they are pinning so well. So this is what it looks like when your mushrooms start to pin. Lion's mane specifically looks very fuzzy because it has teeth. You can also tell that, like, the beginning, that piece of like the block was not very colonized, and it has quickly started to colonize. And so yeah, I'm super duper excited. This is freaking amazing. Go mushrooms, go! Freaking bug. Okay, y'all, it's day 8. I can't believe I started this February 1st and we're already on day 8. This is what we're looking like. I told you guys they would go right down there. But yeah, they're looking really good. Very, very fuzzy. I'm just gonna spray it, because that's really all that you have to do. It's so fun that it's changed so much in just 8 days. And soon we'll have yummy, yummy mushrooms to grow, or to eat, to grow. We're growing yummy mushrooms right now. Also, what's cool about these kits, you can flush them like 3 times. 2 or 3 times, depending on the conditions. I also waited to start this kit, remember? I waited like 2 months. And she's growing so great. We have reached day 14 in growing mushrooms. And I will not lie, I kind of let them go too far. I wanted to see how far I could get them. Like, I'm always just curious how far. I knew that I should have picked them yesterday or even the day prior, but I just like I just want them to get really big, because like what else do you do to, yeah, and I just wanted them to get really big. And not that they didn't, they did get pretty big. They actually got really big. It's just like my expectation is like for them to get as big as this whole box. But that is never going to happen, ever. Like the mushrooms are never going to grow as like bigger than the box. Actually, they might. Okay, they might. I don't know that, but most of the time, this is probably like what you would be looking at, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. Your lion's mane will definitely be whiter when it is ready to harvest. You can see here, there are these brown spots. That means that it's drying out. And that I didn't water it enough, and that it probably should have gotten more spritzes than I gave it, and I probably should have put it in a humidity tent, but like I said, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to see what it was like just growing it, you know, right up out of the shebang. But literally it started to eat the side of the box, and you can see like if I pull the kit down and out, it's so funny. There's like a little mark, I don't know if you can see it. It might be really dark, but can you like right there it grew? Can you see the mark? Like I said, probably could have harvested it a little bit earlier, but I didn't want to, because I just wanted to keep watching them grow. I didn't really have the time. But that's okay, okay? That does not mean they are bad. They are still good, okay? They definitely smell like mushrooms and look like mushrooms. And we're going to harvest them. We're gonna try for a second plot. Time to harvest. I'm just gonna like literally pluck them. You could like cut them, but I'm just literally going to like pull it off of, yeah, the like substrate that it's on, and try and keep as much of it together as I can. It, yeah, like comes off really easily. I was not trying at all. We have this little guy up here. How fun! And so yeah, this is what we're left with. This part is just like pretty dried out, so I'm gonna get like rid of it. Look at how fun. So this is what we're left with. Empty kit. I feel like it's like a human if you were just take their heart out. Is that like such a sad comparison? But that's how I feel. Shredding the lion's mane up into a bowl, and then I'm gonna dice up the onion, add that into a separate bowl, and mix all of the like wet ingredients and dry ingredients besides the breadcrumbs into a separate bowl. And I'll combine the lion's mane with that mixture, and then that's when I'll add in the panko / breadcrumbs, whatever. But I do just want to let you guys know that I'm using a flax egg instead of a real egg, because I'm plant-based for the most part. It's really confusing. Sometimes I'll eat eggs, sometimes I won't. It depends on who raises the chicken. I also made some, like a little sauce. It's like a Worcestershire sauce, but I also don't use Worcestershire sauce because it has anchovies in it. Sometimes I will. It just depends on the convenience of it all. I'm not perfect, okay? cut off these dead ends and compost them. Taste tester. Wow. They actually like don't need it. Super light. It totally has the same texture as a crab. Like, eat for me. It's crazy. Crazy good. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope that you give this recipe a try. You can find lion's mane hopefully in your grocery store. If not, grow your own. Really, I encourage you to grow your own. You can get a kit from North Spore. If you do get a kit, you can leave us a review and get a free shirt. This shirt. You can get this shirt for free if you order a kit and leave us a review. Fun fact. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this. Hope you got some really helpful, tips and tricks. New recipe to try. Thanks so much for watching.